Tennessee. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
J.K. Dobbins.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 67 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it's taken in at the 9. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Gun. Here's Wilson. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego, but how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
The 10-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches.
No gain on the play. It's now third.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Sliding out of the pocket. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
Wilson's pass.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gain of 4.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
at the 40.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Browns take over first and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Out of the field, they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
At the 33-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and 11 now. Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Wilson.
11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches.
A gain of 11. Brings up third.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They're going to look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First down, Wilson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
It's 10. Browns.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the RPO, that's complete right side.
Never make the mistake that receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's the 40-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Andrew Billings able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, he lost the football, it's loose.
The pass.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's corralled held, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And
3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Joey Slye.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Pass caught left side by Humphries.
Wilson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Browns.
Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 2nd and 4. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Wilson operating from the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Tyler Boyd.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop it.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, dog!
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a man open down the middle of the field. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Browns' 35-yard line.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Wilson.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pulled in at the 24. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. A little under 2.5 to go. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Right back to him on first down. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
For 30 more yards and another first down.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Titans, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect